Elon Musk is once again pushing the idea that Tesla's humanoid robot is moving far beyond factory demos, and this time, the vision is becoming much more concrete. Tesla Bot, especially what many expect to be Optimus Gen 3, may not just sort parts in a factory or fold a shirt on stage. It may soon step into one of the most difficult real-world service jobs of all, becoming a waiter. That sounds simple at first, but in reality, serving food in a restaurant is one of the hardest environments for any humanoid robot. It requires balance, precision, object recognition, natural language understanding, fast reaction time, and social interaction all at once. And that is exactly why this topic matters. If Optimus can become a functional waiter, then it means Tesla is getting very close to solving complex multi-step tasks in human spaces, not just in controlled industrial zones. Elon Musk has repeatedly said that Optimus could eventually become Tesla's biggest product ever, potentially more valuable than the company's vehicle business. Musk has even suggested that the long-term demand could be in the tens of billions of humanoid robots globally. That is an enormous claim, but to justify it, Tesla must prove Optimus can do useful work in messy, unpredictable environments. So, is Tesla Bot Gen 3 really ready for complex tasks? Can it actually become a waiter? And what technical breakthroughs would be necessary for that to happen? Okay, first, let's understand why waiter is such a serious benchmark. A restaurant is not like a warehouse lane or a factory floor. It is dynamic, crowded, noisy, and full of random movement. Chairs shift, children run, glasses spill, customers change their minds mid-sentence. A waiter has to carry unstable loads, navigate narrow spaces, recognize faces and tables, remember requests, communicate politely, and recover from mistakes without creating danger. In robotics, that is an extreme test of embodied intelligence. This is why Elon Musk mentioning waiter-like roles for Optimus is actually a huge signal. Tesla is no longer just talking about repetitive pick-and-place tasks. It is hinting at service robotics, one of the most commercially attractive but technically brutal categories in automation. And the market opportunity is real. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are over 2.5 million waiters and waitresses in the United States alone. Globally, the food service workforce numbers in the tens of millions. The restaurant industry itself generates well over $1 trillion annually in the US, and several trillion worldwide when including all food away from home activity. Even replacing or assisting a tiny fraction of labor in this category could create a massive robotics market. But can Optimus actually do it? To answer that, we need to break down the robot into 4 core requirements: dexterity, mobility, perception, and reasoning. Let's start with dexterity, because this is probably the most important one. A robot waiter does not just need to pick up a box. It needs to grasp objects with different shapes, weights, textures, and fragility. A paper cup, a ceramic plate, a metal fork, a tray with drinks, and a glass bottle all demand different force control. Tesla has already shown steady progress with Optimus hands, and previous reports around the robot suggest the hand system is moving toward around 22 degrees of freedom. If that level of dexterity is fully realized with strong tactile sensing, then Tesla is building one of the most capable mass-producible robotic hands in the humanoid race. And this matters because hand capability often determines whether a humanoid robot is truly general purpose or just an expensive walking machine. A waiter also needs repetitive endurance. In a typical restaurant shift, a human server may carry items to dozens of tables and repeat hundreds of grasp and release motions. So Tesla's challenge is not just making robotic hands that look impressive on stage. It needs hands that can survive thousands, perhaps millions of manipulation cycles with low failure rates. If Optimus Gen 3 is intended for real deployment, durability metrics become just as important as intelligence. Second, mobility. Tesla has made rapid improvements here. Earlier Optimus versions moved cautiously and slowly, but newer demonstrations suggest much smoother gait control and better whole body balance. A useful service robot likely needs walking speeds around 1.5 to 2 meters per second to remain practical in a fast environment. In restaurant terms, if the robot is too slow, it becomes a novelty, not a worker. If it cannot turn smoothly in tight spaces or recover from a bump, it becomes a hazard. This is where Tesla may have an advantage. The company has years of experience in motor control, power electronics, battery efficiency, and AI-based perception from its EV and autonomy programs. Optimus is not being built by a traditional robotics company that only understands mechanics. It is being built by a company that already produces electric drive systems at global scale, and scale is critical. Many robotics companies can build 1 or 10 impressive humanoids. Tesla wants thousands, then millions. Musk has previously said that once Optimus reaches volume production, the cost could eventually fall below the price of a car, with some estimates and speculation pointing toward a long-term target of around $20,000 to $30,000 per unit. Today, humanoid robots are often far more expensive, sometimes over $100,000 depending on the system. So Tesla's real mission is not just capability, it is capability at manufacturing scale. Third, perception. A waiter robot must understand a chaotic visual scene in real time. It needs to recognize tables, drinks, people, doorways, pathways, trays, and obstacles. It needs to detect whether a hand is reaching toward it or whether someone has stepped into its path. Tesla's strongest card here is likely vision AI. The company's work on full self-driving, multi-camera perception, neural networks, and real-world training data could give Optimus a major edge in navigation and object recognition. Think about it. A self-driving car interprets roads, lanes, pedestrians, vehicles, signs, and motion trajectories at speed. A humanoid robot faces a different environment, but the principle is similar. Tesla is trying to transfer AI competence from the road to the body. And then comes the most difficult part: reasoning and multi-step task execution. This is where becoming a waiter becomes much more than just carrying plates. Imagine a customer says, "Can I get sparkling water with no ice and please bring extra napkins after the food comes out?" That is not a simple command. It is a sequence with memory, timing, context, and prioritization. The robot must parse language, identify intent, connect it to the correct table, manage timing, and execute the request without confusion. That requires much more than scripted robotics. It requires a real-world action model tied to language and perception. Tesla has been increasingly focused on end-to-end AI systems, and Elon Musk has also been talking about integrating conversational intelligence more naturally into machines. If Optimus Gen 3 gets a stronger speech interface, plus improved task planning AI, it may finally cross the line from demo robot to useful assistant. But let's be realistic, there are still major challenges. First is safety. A humanoid robot working around people cannot behave like a factory arm behind a cage. It must operate with near-zero harmful contact incidents. If it is carrying hot soup or glassware, the standard becomes even stricter. For practical deployment in hospitality, Tesla will need exceptional force sensing, collision avoidance, stable locomotion, and strict fail-safe behavior. Second is energy use. Service robot needs to work for long shifts. Many estimates suggest Optimus may target around 2 to 3 kilowatt hours of battery capacity, enough for perhaps 6 to 8 hours of mixed activity if Tesla's efficiency is high. That puts average power consumption in the range of a few hundred watts, which is plausible if the actuators and onboard compute are highly optimized. But restaurant work is stop and go, with standing, turning, carrying, and interacting. That can be more energy intensive than it sounds. So, is Optimus Gen 3 ready? The honest answer is probably not fully ready for widespread waiter deployment yet, but it may be approaching the threshold where complex tasks are no longer science fiction. We are likely entering the phase where Tesla can move from staged demos to narrow real-world pilots. At first, that could mean controlled environments, internal Tesla locations, or limited service tasks with human supervision. But if those pilots work, the jump to broader commercial use could happen faster than many expect. The next 12 to 24 months will be critical. If Tesla shows Optimus Gen 3 handling multi-step tasks, stable walking in crowded spaces, delicate object manipulation, and natural language requests with strong reliability, then the waiter idea becomes much more than a headline. It becomes evidence that general-purpose humanoid labor is finally moving into reality. And if that happens, the impact will not stop at restaurants. So what do you think? Will Tesla Bot Gen 3 really become a waiter? And more importantly, do you think Optimus is truly ready for complex tasks in the real world? Or are we still looking at carefully staged progress? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update on Tesla Optimus AI robotics and the future of humanoid automation. And if you want more videos like this, drop a comment telling us what you want us to cover next: Optimus for home use, factory deployment, or the race between Tesla, Figure, and Unitree. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.